we're Colin and Justin, and your home has just been heisted. This is the house of a delinquent mermaid. Stop! Try as well. Stop that noise!
Julie's dolphins and shell collection, it makes us look like a couple of hippies.
Your home is shocking.
Flipper, bye!
I don't have any say in anything. I don't have any say in any colors.
We got to just butt out of our fabulous design.
There's a very, very high chance that I will paint them myself. I'm a mess.
We know timelines. This one's out.
Seagulls.
Uh-oh! I'm picking up a serious style catastrophe.
Stop here! Ooh, I'm getting whiffs of designer malfunction. I think it's this house here. Because life's a beach, isn't it?
Oh, that's got to be the worst bit to Alaska ever.
No,
That's
look at
gonna
this.
stop if you threw yourself against that. You'd die from lacerations. You could chuck your coat at that and it'd stay.
Mima, what about that wallpaper? Fabulous flock.
Flock right off, if you ask me. What is going on with the seascape shell-type installation? That's absolutely appalling. Bad taste illuminated to highlight it.
How fabulous.
This is the house of a delinquent mermaid.
Meanwhile, what does that look like? Like a grotto?
These are people of the sea, Colin. We are dealing with somebody from down below. This is Neptune's house.
Are you ready? Hey, baby, I can communicate with lesser life forms. Stop! Whoop, 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 whoop. There could be whales watching.
For the love of design, it's like a Swedish massage parlour.
Look! You can see the water.
Shut up, Colin.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Felix and Winston are cats. They wouldn't have gone anywhere near that.
Meanwhile, what is going on with this recurring wood theme? Look at that. And then that crazy bed down here, crammed into the corner.
Baby, let's find out who lives here.
My name is Jules Keiss. I'm a long-term beacher, and my boyfriend Peter Woods and I have lived in the house for about a year. The beach has a really relaxed, kind of casual vibe, close to the center of the city, but quiet enough that you can escape and be by the water.
The house is in a bit of disarray right now, so I'm sure people who come in think that we might be a little bit bohemian. Julie's dolphins and shell collection makes us look like a couple of hippies.
Well, I'm a flower child, so maybe a little bit hippie. Peter loves wood. Thinks it looks sort of cottagey and rustic and Canadiana.
My idea of a good design for the house is for period furniture, Victorian style, and quite cozy.
I'd really like to go for a Cape Cod style of beach home. Very open concept, beautiful sort of white traditional style kitchen. The biggest obstacle in achieving the look that I'm hoping to get is probably Peter.
That's not true.
We're at a crossroads of what to do next. We need serious help.
You know, I think they're at the beach right now playing tennis. Let's pick up the Pussy
Grab this.
Motel
Come on,
and ambush them.
down the stairs.
Ooh. Do you know, I love cats, but I hate the idea of lifting someone else's cat motel. Meanwhile, look at this, fish.
The lake is so misty.
Try not to look quite so gay, perhaps. Hi, Julie and Pete. We're Colin and Justin, and your home has just been heisted. Hello, honey.
It was uncanny. It was like it wasn't them. It was like, who are those people? Oh my God, it's Colin and Justin.
That's my bed.
Yes, that's your
Maybe
bed.
complete with dolphins and fairy lights.
And all that timber. Good wood is one thing, but that amount of lumber.
Well, it's like a cottage feel, I thought. We're by the beach, and it's by the Muskoka-style cottage.
Wait, it's not. You're
Fantastic.
British?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were British. Where are you from, British?
Near Liverpool.
You should be doubly shamed. My mother's Liverpudlian.
What do you know?
So
Look
you
at
guys are now here in a house that needs desperately changed.
People who live in the city and they want a bit of the sea, they stick a picture of a dolphin and a couple of shells in. You don't need that. You're living the dream.
The tide's turning. That house will be absolutely blindingly gorgeous.
Absolutely, a flipper. Bye.
Are you ready to have this transformation heisted upon you?
Why not?
New balls, please. It's home heist.
Oh, blimey.
I mean, who lives in this house? Frosty the Snowman.
I think it looks like a Greek taverna.
Are we talking some beautiful country house? Are we talking about somewhere where you can get English breakfast and pints of beer?
Which is worse? Is it this little vignette of all things deep blue sea? Or is it the deep blue electric wallpaper that looks like it's just been ripped down from your local Indian restaurant?
And that's just a sensation for the sight and for the touch. Touch it, it's fantastic.
Let me touch it. Oh, it's horrible enough that blind people can hate it too. And then it'll hang somebody's old wedding dress at the window. Have you ever heard of ironing?
That's actually an improvement.
What was it before?
Dark blue.
Oh, to match the wallpaper.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, look at those. Like testicles.
The coconut.
Coconuts, well, they're not shy, baby.
This bit baffled me. This little niche slathered beautifully in yards and yards of baked Alaska.
It's fantastic.
It's the
It's a high-calorie kitchen.
If you had to nutshell the kind of look that you want for the house, give us a few pointers.
Cape Cod, not Cape Fear.
Right.
Oh, more of the textured finish, only this time it's on the walls and on the ceiling. Look, it goes all the way up. Do you ever have guests? Do you ever have
God,
people
no.
come and
My
stay?
mother.
This is your most personal space, and yet it's open plan to the rest of the house.
It's open concept.
No one-
Fantastic.
Well, there's open concept, and then there's your mother-in-law sitting on the crapper. Why, love, why? These look like something from an English pub.
They do.
Like an old
Bar adornment.
English
That might be
pub.
why I like it.
How can a young, energetic couple like that live in a house that looks like a coffin covered in meringue? I think our job here is to let the sun shine in. Now, chaps, we're sitting here on the front porch, enjoying the sun. It's like calm before the storm. Because this is Home Heist. And as we say, there's no such thing as a free lampshade.
Because you did the damage, you've got to pay the penalty. Now, do we get a pledge that you will help us with the work when we come back?
You have our
Yes.
pledge.
Okay, so we'll have your keys if you don't
Come on,
mind.
house keys. Come on then.
Thank you very much.
Say bye-bye, dolphins, and hello, sophisticated beach living.
Sounds good.
Be fabulous.
Do I have to go to the van?
In you go, Colin, please. Thank you very much.
Julie and Pete are the nicest people on the planet. But look, come on, look at that dump that they're living in. I think the problem downstairs is too many little boxy dark spaces. Let's blow all the walls out, as many as we can, without the whole thing falling down. Like, if we remove this wall here, and these two, we're left with this wonderful big open space, and this great staircase will be exposed.
Perfect. Think about those lovely beach houses in Nantucket or Cape Cod, everything clapboard painted. Why don't we use what we call tongue and grooved paneling all the way around the room? Flooring. Why don't we use one of these flexible timber looky-likey products? Love that kind of really almost weathered beach, slightly driftwoody look of that.
Yeah, see the little tinges of blue in there? I mean, it's almost this aqua, isn't it? Again,
Love that.
keeping in with the beach thing.
Exactly. So let's pull out that little kind of aqua blue thing and use lots and lots of different textures like linens and velvets. Really simple, go for loose covered sofas, really comfortable, laid back at the beach.
Why don't we take it a step further? Thinking wonderful fireplace feature right in the center of the living room. Why don't we do it floor to ceiling with these incredible pebbles? We've got this lovely open plan foyer dining room and a whacking great, what about a big refectory style table, low lights hanging down, really making a feature of that great kind of like through space through to the kitchen.
Okay. Julie's already said, I want a white kitchen. Well, sorry, love. White, I think, is, in this case, far too predictable. We know she loves turquoise. Let's add a bit of kind of muddy grey to that.
Rather than doing actually a fitted kitchen, why don't we go for something that's much more of a mix? So be sure we get a fitted corner maybe, and then a couple of standalone units.
Nice.
Maybe some kind of open, kind of fronted storage as well.
We need to take our ideas up the stairs. We should tackle privacy. Come on. You walk straight from the stairs, trying to get to the bathroom, straight through their master bedroom.
Radical thinking. Why don't we pop a door in here? I mean, just squaring off that room gives us a perfect rectangle.
Yeah, exactly. I think we should make sure that we get rid of all of that orange pine. So a swift, slick application of white paint all the way around will be really, really wonderful. We're going to move the bed from that corner, centre stage in the room.
But it still needs colour, though.
I think we should do dramatic yellow. We should use it for window blinds. We should also use it for bedding.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Do you know what I'm thinking? Enough theory.
Let's find our team.
Let's put it into practice.
Come on, you monkeys. Where are you? Fabulous as usual. Morning, everybody.
Great, darling, look at you all bonding at the beach. Are you ready to have your home invaded by this motley crew?
I am so ready. I can't wait.
Should we do some work? What do you think? It'd be rude not to, wouldn't it?
Oh my God.
I need you to think glamour, okay? But glamour with beach.
Bleach.
Bleach. Oh, they're spitting you there.
Wow. Heater is much handier than I ever thought.
It's going to be asking me to do all kinds now.
It's a big project. We're doing a lot more than we should be doing. We've got ceilings coming out, walls coming out, we've got kitchen cabinets coming out, floors coming out.
Let's take as much of the internal wall away as you go into the tiny living room.
My Greek taverna's slowly being taken away, so...
We'll go to Greaves.
Now, Peter, listen, you don't have to worry. Garrison is a seasoned professional. I'm happy to help. I'll take this out of the way. Fabulous.
Up the stairs and you're straight in their bedroom. There's a lot of timber work in that room, all that kind of tongued and grooved stuff. Let's work with that. Paint it white, that meringue finish over all the walls. Can you braid it to the point that it's thoroughly smooth?
I've already asked the guys.
Oh man, look at that whole roof.
Hey, we got plaster to laugh up there.
There's gonna be insulation in there and there's some questionably run electrical there, so we have to be pretty careful here. We've got this huge problem with the ceiling. It is a patchwork of years and years, and it's really, to fix it properly, would take us an extra 4 or 5 days.
Oh, this is not gonna be fun.
I'm gonna make the decision that we're just gonna strap this so that's nice and level and put drywall on it.
I can't believe how fast the house is being demolished.
Normally, Julie hates it when the house is untidy. She gets very stressed and very emotional about it.
How are you bearing up, okay?
Great. Just wondering what you're up to.
What we're up to? I don't want to give it away, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to take your love of the ocean. We're going to take your love of colour and produce something that is
Colour?
tasteful.
What kind of color? White?
There'll be white. There'll be some white.
I'm a little worried about the color thing. I don't know what he means by color. I really am hoping for an all-white kitchen with just a teeny splash of turquoise.
Give me a snug.
My God, you need a chef.
Room's done. This house is absolutely hideous. And we have 3 key areas we want to address with you. And the first is directed at you, and that is the whole beach thing. You don't have to take it so literally. So we're going to show you how to be inspired by the beach, but just not be so obvious.
Lesson number 2 is you've got to lighten up because downstairs it's really dark and really gloomy.
Now, our third point we want to get across to you is all about soft furnishings. Your tatty rugs and throws are so out, and we're going to give you fabrics that are tailored to create a great beach look.
Okay.
Great.
So all change. We, on Home Heist, have this particular moment where we introduce our gorgeous homeowners, that's you two, to these T-shirts. Now, the T-shirt basically says your crime. This must be worn all the way throughout the work. Beach House Bummer.
Yes.
That's for you. Do you want to put that on? Now, downstairs, guys, you know exactly what we're going to do, kind of. But up here, we want to be a little bit surprised, okay? With immediate effect, this room is now officially off limits. No peeking, no snooping, no crawling up the stairs when nobody's here for a little snatch, okay? Nothing. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that I have faith.
They've got to trust us that we're setting free the past and catching a new future.
So Justin and Colin want to get rid of that dolphin shrine. It's a very strange area, but we want to make it into a feature.
Just make a box.
Exactly, and I want a light source as well.
Well, we've got the wire there. So I knew that.
Perfect.
Then those guys are finishing painting upstairs. They got to come down here, paint this whole thing. Kitchen goes in tomorrow. If there's any issues whatsoever, we got a problem.
All right, you two beach bums. It's a matter of critical urgency that you join Colin and Justin at the Ludi Lifeguard Station.
Would you stop that noise? Now, I know this probably seems completely ridiculous, but we're down at the beach at the moment because Julie and Pete are about to arrive, and we need to show her some type of metaphor to clear her fixation with all things oceanic. Stop that noise! Any sign of them yet?
They're coming!
Okay, thank you. This reminds me of when that film Free Willy came out in the cinema. I bought 5 tickets because I thought it was a special offer. Right, our guilty culprits. Your house is like a tribute to the sea for all the wrong reasons.
We're going to get you guys to release these dolphins into the wild, symbolic of the fact that we're going to ditch the past. We're losing everything in your house that's wrong about beach living, everything that's fake, everything that's plasticky, and we're going to embrace a greater natural truth.
In he goes. Come on. Oh, yours just died, I'm afraid.
This is symbolic.
Okay.
1,
2.
It's now time to look towards a slightly more, well, tasteful aquatic future.
On we go. We've brought you down here as an inspiration visit to pretty much give you the flavour of what we think beach living should be about. And from the minute you get to the house, the barn board, the painted furniture, just gently suggest a lifestyle at the beach rather than scream it.
Let's get you in here to a truly inspirational room.
Oh, this is lovely. It's white and open and just has elements of the beach, but not too much.
Don't you just love it when a lesson gets in straight away? I mean, that's it. It's refined, it's elegant, it's pared back, and yet it actually uses elements that you would find on the beach. I mean, things like pebbles.
Seashell.
Seashells.
Just a few seashells, madam, just a few. Beautiful.
Yeah, I suppose at the same time, everything's environmental, isn't it? You know, so maybe
Yours was just mental.
Yours was just mental, exactly.
I love the white and just the openness of everything, and the really fresh, simple, but beachy.
Jules and Pete, the tide has turned.
This has got nothing to do with the house for the moment, but the lovely people who live here baked cakes. Now, I don't know if you know these. Excuse me. I normally say guests first. Hold that, Colin, for me for a second.
Hold schmold.
Could you hold on to that? I can't get this down my neck quick enough. Oh.
You're on a diet.
Well, diet start tomorrow.
Really?
Oh, these are better than good.
But we've just invaded this person's house and now we're eating all their cakes. If this is your home that we're in today and we've eaten all your cakes, can I just apologise on behalf of Colin, Justin and the Home Heist team? Have a nice life. Julie, it's really shaping up in here, and look at this. It's what you always wanted, a man on his knees with flexible wood in his hands. How are you getting on? Are you okay?
Yeah, everything's going fine.
It's awesome.
Isn't it?
What is it?
Yeah, it's a vinyl, but you've got all the natural replications of a wood without the cracking and splitting.
Well, what's so good about that is you see the way it looks kind of like driftwood. You know, so we wanted it to have quite a kind of beachy look, you know, almost like the kind of timber you would find at the end of the old pier. You know, and it even looks like it's got salt in it.
You don't have to use as many seashells and beachy type things all over the place to make it still feel really beachy.
Good lesson learned.
Wait for yours.
Ah, hello there.
to see you.
Ah, midway through the Reno and crucial time for Colin and Justin. Will they? Won't they? We'll have to wait and see.
They blinking well better. Hi, Cheryl. How you doing, darling?
Cheryl! Do you know what? There's no way that this will be ready on time.
I know.
We don't have any furniture. We don't have the wall boards
There's
up.
furniture.
We don't have any window treatment
sunshine
here.
on this project.
There's nothing here that looks like it might finish on time. That bedroom better be bloody finished and dressed.
You're a funny guy.
Boys, boys, boys.
Dave, this looks great.
Do you know what? It looks great, but this would have looked great a week ago.
So you want us to work faster or longer?
Yeah, all of the
Which?
above.
All the above?
Yeah. Everyone's busting a gut to try and make this happen. But if you've got a terrible house, that hasn't been looked after for years, it can take days to create the box.
We've worked across the world on projects and we know timings. This one's out. We're in trouble.
You know what's driving me mad?
What, please?
This yellow color that I can't match to your bedding.
Do you know what's happening here?
What?
You're just realizing that this is going tits up and you're trying to blame us.
That sounds like you two cupcakes could use a cupcake.
There you are, love. You have a cake. Mint chocolate ones are the best. Spoil yourself, Cheryl. Oops, too late to see you already have.
Justin, you know that Cheryl's not allowed these cupcakes because they interfere with their medication.
Oh, they do, don't they? Would you like to have one of these as you're sitting watching this program at home?
Come on,
Well, tough, you
I
can.
baked them all.
Trust him, he's just going to slip it in.
So what about the house?
Who cares about the house? I've got cake. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
We're bonding in the face of adversity.
Just gotta pull it together. Seriously.
Oh, wait, hold it. These are going up on sheets, aren't they? Not single stones.
Graham, can you put them up on the sheet?
No, we only can do the sheets in the center because we have a corner we got to deal with. So if they don't line up properly, so in the corner we got to do it individually.
I don't want anybody to say that Colin and Justin don't come in and pull their weight.
What are you doing in here?
Snooping?
You shouldn't be
Snooping.
snipping. You're meant to be surprised.
Leave these beautiful tiles alone.
They are beautiful.
These are fantastic.
Where are they gonna go?
They're going to go above your head.
It's a little disconcerting not knowing that I have any say in anything. What are you painting with this? What are you painting with this yellow spray?
Sorry, I'm getting nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing. Be off with you.
I want to know what it's being used on because nobody mentioned anything about spraying anything yellow.
It's a small amount. And at the end of the day, we keep having to remind you this is now our house.
It's their house now, so what we want matters none.
Your house is the dog house. Everybody else has got a lovely house. We're actually, this isn't just for you, this is for your neighbours that we're doing this. Because we're making your house as good and better than theirs. You'll thank us. You know, I think what this house needs, and also what Pete and Julie need, is a bit of a lesson in custom drapery and sewing. Do you know, their old mismatched fabrics need to give way to a tailored look that's much more befitting of a sophisticated beach home.
I think the emphasis should be on custom. Custom soft furnishings will allow us to create something truly unique for you guys and will actually give us more choice.
So I think it's time that Colin and I went shopping to personalise your space.
Exactly. You two stay here and we shall go on a fabric mission like no one has ever gone before.
Now these are all good, but just a little bit too medieval.
That's for extra nosy neighbours. Like,
And that would go with anybody's varicose veins.
you know, there are some fabrics out there that actually you should avoid.
I can't help it. I just actually can't help. We want it to be really casual, flip-flop at the door, beachside living.
Nothing says beach quite like a beautiful stripe, and there are more stripes in here than you can possibly imagine.
This particular fabric's great. It's too in your face.
Just a bit too decorated for the beach. It's beautiful for somewhere else. Well, let's start with a major fabric. This one here. As soon as you start to add other fabrics to it, then that changes the personality
Yeah, that
of
looks
it.
a bit
look
better
crispy.
with the
Then
accent.
you start to add pillows and the soft furnishings.
The backdrop of your look is really, really plain. The drama comes from the addition of pillows and of cushions.
Now, this one is very, very boisterous. but that's its job. The job of this is to lift the tones of all of these.
I love it.
Of course, the power of actually having everything made custom is that we can do exactly what we want. We can pick the fabrics we want from a store like this, and then we can take them to our own personal maker.
Oh, how are you doing, darling?
Darling,
Nice to see you again. How are you, gorgeous? You look busy. Do you guys recognise this?
Oh my God, that's the shade.
Exactly. Look underneath here. Peel and reveal. Or any tips for anybody that fancies tackling a bit of a project?
The biggest tip is wash your fabric before you start making your pattern.
So it shrinks before you actually get it on.
And then if you're going to wash it after the fact, let it dry on the piece so it dries to the shape.
That chaise cover that you're doing there for is actually for downstairs in the guy's house.
Okay.
But we have a big project that we're tackling upstairs as well. We found these beautiful duvets, okay? And we wondered if you could make some blinds for us.
Yeah, that's no problem. What kind of blinds did you want?
Hold on, Julie's in shock, I think.
Seriously?
Speak now.
I don't like it.
You don't?
No.
Darling, can I remind you how bad it looked before?
What's wrong with it?
Once you see it done, it looks fresh and crisp. You'll love it.
And I don't see it growing on me. I'm sorry. I don't have any say in anything. I don't have any say in any colors in the floor, in the chaise, in the couch. With my seashells, they've just disappeared. Don't know what's happened to them. And now we get this.
What do you know? Going to say anyway? It's our house.
Well, it's my house.
It was ours while we've heisted it. You've got to trust us, Julie, and you as well, Pete. I'm interested here because this pair battle all the time, Flora. What do you think of that?
I don't like it either.
Oh, just shut up. Anyway, back to you, Flora. Can you make us 6 of the blinds if we get you the specifications?
They hate it. But some people just refuse to let the sunshine in. You know what? Actually, I'm not going to be dissuaded by this. You know, we're on a mission here. We know what's best. This is best for them.
What color is the carpet?
The carpet is violent pink. There, I said it. Right, madam, let's bring you and your tartan miniskirt right in. A wonderful craft lesson. Now, your house before, with all respect, was like being drowned by the ocean. So what we want to do here is show you a little lesson in bringing the outdoors in. And we've got some great bits and pieces. You know, less is more. We plundered your shell collection and we whittled it down. Yeah, a few pieces like that, that's all you need.
They look familiar.
Well, you'll know those because you gathered them. But you had too many of them plonked everywhere and it just really spoiled your space. Found some simple frames, glued one shell into an empty aperture like that. And that, to me, says much more than a huge, big explosion of shells like you previously had. So that's one thing to think about. And this is dead easy. A bunch of reeds that you can buy in florists or DIY stores. We've broken them down, okay, into small lengths like this. Glued them on like so, okay, using a glue gun. We're popping an artist's mat on top of that. And then we're going to frame that up. Now that, to me, is just an alternative way of using these rather than just stick them in a vase.
Yeah,
okay?
It's easy.
Point number 3, darling. You and your miniskirt. These actually, believe it or not, aren't driftwood. Any idea what they are? They're grapevines, but they look as if they've come from the sea.
Wow.
So that's good enough for me. Now they, in isolation, look fab, but clump a huge pile of them together as we're going to do. And I'm not going to tell you what we're going to do, but as you'll see later on, they look brilliant. Or
Antlers.
Antlers, yeah. Now, that's a nice idea. That's a great idea. Very Scottish. Stick a few of them together like that and pin that onto a wall, and that's just a gorgeous seascape. So if you don't mind, I've got tasks to do in the house. I'm going to leave you with the majority of this.
Okay.
Just add a few more to that. You've got more glue sticks here. Your glue gun's there and preheated. Make sure you don't burn your fingertips. Pop a few more on there, and then I'll frame them all up and mount them later.
Excellent.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
Keep going. I will be watching from afar, darling, and if you do it wrong, I'll go mental.
Thanks, Justin.
Do you know what I love, Pete? I love that I've had to come all the way to Canada to meet a fellow Brit to find out the mysteries of why British men go to the pub. Should we have another? What time's the karaoke and when do the boys come in? Is this a gay bar?
It's not a gay bar usually, but on a Saturday night it can get a bit risque. So
really?
Yeah.
This is Pete's Local, and I'm here dressed in white from head to toe, and a small smattering of pink and glasses. Hi, boys. Pete and I are actually here on a date. Yes, it's true, darling. You know, Pete, I am actually at a loss, and I'm going to be totally honest with you. You know, I am a great Brit myself. Yeah. I don't get pubs. I have no idea why they all look like this.
Well, I like the dark wood for starters, and I like the dim lights, and I love the upholstery.
You love
warm.
this?
I think what it is with me as well, like, I'm from Britain and I've moved away from homes, and the English bar style reminds me of a drizzly weekend at home.
Could we stop that thinking here? I mean, wouldn't it just be so much better, you know, to be somewhere like this? Great views, lovely natural elements, you know, it's blonde and it's beautiful, darling. It's kind of like you. You know, you want your house to lighten up.
Yeah, I see your point, but I do like the coziness of the British pub and all the dark woodwork, so it's going to be very difficult for me to leave that behind, no matter how beautiful this is.
This word that you keep using to describe pubs all the time, coziness, I think it's more doziness. So there's nothing cozy about these things. I mean, you've got two options right now. One, you need this English pub, you can either go to England, or two, you go to the pub at the top of the road if you want that feeling. But please, 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 Pete, don't bring it home.
I promise not to bring it home.
Fabulous.
It's not done, but we've done a lot of work. Look at over here. Look at over here.
Oh my God.
You've got a fireplace.
That's gorgeous.
Nice and beachy with river rocks.
This too, this is amazing.
Wow.
I love the
What a
open
difference.
staircase.
Isn't it nice? And it's a simple,
my
well, not
God.
simple, a lot of carpentry, but it's a simple way to finish off your stairway.
Like it's turning into a whole new house.
It is a new house.
It's amazing.
Hello. Kitchen. See the cabinet doors? What do you think of the color?
Wow, that turquoise.
Tell me
They're
what
not
you
turquoise.
really think. Remember, Colin and Justin aren't here, so.
No, they're not turquoise.
Are
They
not
are
turquoise?
a gray
They're
blue.
a gray blue.
Wow. Do you like those jewels?
You're hesitating. Why are you hesitating?
Because I love white kitchens.
Oh, but did Justin and Colin say you were getting a white kitchen?
No, they didn't tell us anything.
Okay.
I could tell as soon as she saw it that it was a shock. And I think it's going to take a while to soak in.
It's not my first choice. If you looked at my collection of things that I ripped out of decor magazines for the last 50 years, I've ripped out all white kitchens. White. So in my mind, I have it really cemented in that if I want a white kitchen. At the end of the day, if I want a white kitchen, I shall have my white kitchen.
Julie always wins.
That's not true.
Always.
That's not true.
She's got such willpower, and she'll just pester until it gets done, and that's it.
I want white cupboards.
Yeah.
To the point where there's a very, very high chance that I will paint them myself afterwards.
Just wait.
I am waiting. I'm waiting.
I can't believe it.
Colin,
Colin,
I have to talk to you, honey.
What's up, baby?
I thought you said we're getting a beach house with a white kitchen would be in a beach house, wouldn't it? The fact is that I've got a stack of design pictures of white, beautiful white
Well, do you know what?
kitchens.
See if you'd actually, see rather than just flicking through the magazines, see if you put it into practice yourself, we wouldn't be here. Love it.
You've got to just butt out of our fabulous design because we took a shambolic house and turned it into something fabulous.
But I've been dreaming of a white kitchen for so long.
Well, keep dreaming, honey, because it ain't going to happen.
We were supposed to have the kitchen fully installed. I'm a mess.
It's going to be an all-nighter. I'm just happy to still be alive after this build. I mean, somehow we've gone from a decorating show into a construction show.
I've been here for 10 hours today. I was here for 14 hours last night.
The entire main floor isn't even painted yet.
Hey, Chels, Daddy here. How are you? Chels, look, it's gonna be a late night tonight. You're gonna be in bed by the time I get home, so I'll have to see you in the morning.
Get back to work! Oh, another day, another Canadian dollar.
Oh,
How do you?
well, dress day at last. Though, judging by the way this week's gone, I think it could be distress day. Let's see.
Oh my God, life's a beach, but in a very good way.
Hot. I think it's gorgeous. It is very
stunning.
minimal, but it gives you the feeling of the beach.
Have we dressed anything yet?
No. No,
How
we
behind
haven't.
are we?
We're for sure at least a day or two behind.
Listen,
Don't go in
there
there.
are degrees
Don't
of
go in
not
there.
finished, and then there's this.
Oh, come on, guys. This kitchen's 1/10 done.
I know.
Has Cheryl been slacking?
Now think
Has
about
she
it.
been flirting?
Stop
Has
it.
she been doing anything
Stop
other
that.
than
Flirt?
working hard?
Stop that
I
now.
don't flirt with anyone.
Stop blaming
Other
Cheryl.
than Colin, thank you.
Has she been working hard?
As far as I can tell, she hasn't, she hasn't
everybody.
flirted with me.
If we get Cheryl to both you, could you work twice as hard for the remainder of the day so we finish even
I
earlier?
can guarantee it'll be done by noon.
What have I told you, Cheryl? We've got a team of builders who absolutely adore you. And to get them working as fast as they need to work, especially Graham, you need to be in something really low cut and high heels. And I've told you before. Now, I would love to say it's been a brilliant experience working with you two guys, but I just would have to admit that would be a lie. You two have been great fun to a point, but you've driven us blinking well bonkers. You're about to be released. We want you to go away and come back when we're done.
Exactly. Do you know what? If with a wind behind us and a miracle that is Home Heist, we can hand this back to you tomorrow morning. It'll be totally dressed, totally cleaned, and totally rebranded, ready for you to come in and moan like hell. And all we ask is that you come back tomorrow and you actually don't have to wear your t-shirts anymore because you're cured. You're not a beach house bummer anymore. Some people are just beyond it.
Pop it. Have a little kiss and a fun ball, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, bye.
Bye, babies. Now shake those hips.
The wiggle for Britain.
Look at that, Missy. Way!
You're on the front.
When we see the finished results, we will be honest with our reactions, right?
Definitely.
Well, I, for one, have a really hard time hiding my feelings. If I don't say something, it usually shows in my face anyway.
If we sling it around like this.
Can we get some sofas in? I'm so bored with this.
Also, this works really well with that table over there. The two of those things have got such a good relationship. It's good to take the dining area and add it to the living area down
Which
here.
would be all very well having a great relationship if it wasn't at 4:10.
Stop grumbling at time. Do you know, just stop, Colin, seriously. Do you know, I'm so over this when you grumble at time. No, I'm not prepared to listen, Colin. Listen, the team are working really hard and we should not complain that it's not going to happen.
Nobody's complaining, it's a fact of life.
Stop it! Stop!
So handy with those wrists. Stop that!
Stop that!
This is really the part of Home Heist where the homeowner's been bitching for days about yellow stripes being far too many of them, and this is the bit where we now paint our white bed with yellow stripes.
It's a beautiful colour. It's a gorgeous colour. You should never be satisfied with something when you find it. If it's not quite right, change it, play around with it, work it into your scheme, make it happen. You're doing a very, very good job. I'm a little concerned, however, about the fact that it's making the clock tick ever slower.
There's no way you're gonna get up the stairs with that, and you're gonna mark up our walls if you try.
Some grumbling from the two blokes in the kitchen.
Scottish all of a sudden?
Yes, I am. Oh, yeah? Without any marks on the wall.
Ray, you're just gonna lift it up.
Oh, so nice. Hey, Garrison! It's always not gonna fit. It's always not gonna fit. Yeah, it was a very, very, very late night, and I didn't have any sleep at all.
Pretty much feel like kind
We're
of
so
combination
nervous.
between hyperventilating, fainting, throwing up, and screaming and crying. Which means I'm completely insane, but that's how I feel.
Ah, a little bit of Britain just for Peter.
What if we hate it?
Oh,
What if we love it? I don't know what to do next. It's like overwhelming, completely overwhelming.
Well, abra flipping cadabra, a very small boxy house at the beach has been transformed in 5 incredible days. How have we done it? Well, the big key is down here. We've taken away the wall that compartmentalised the living area, we've taken away the wall that separated the dining area, and we've increased the height of the door through to the kitchen. But the big thing that really pays it off beautifully is unifying the flooring. Small house, big house.
Is this house beachy enough for Pete and for Julie? Is it beachy enough for you? Well, have a look around. You know, there are no gimmicks here. We don't need any dolphins leaping out of the wall. Oh no, just put together a lovely natural palette, stone, timber, beautiful aquatic shades. Nothing is more evocative of houses by the beach than a beautiful piece of clapboard like this. Now, we mentioned our colour inspiration earlier on coming from the sofa. Well, here it is in the kitchen. That fantastic colour looks magnificent with these doors and really gives us a bit of beach chic, especially with these beautiful handles.
And still on the subject of kitchen storage, 2 simple racks with all manner of gorgeous colanders and salt and pepper shakers. Really, really easy and casual. Finally, open frame pictures. Take the glass out, use them as extra display. Perfect solution and just a little bit different. Yeah, are you ready?
Come on!
You've got to. You've got to.
She's scared to come in.
I don't want to go in.
In, Pete.
Right now, come on,
in.
Pete.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
This is your house.
Oh my God, it's absolutely beautiful.
Oh.
God, it's like a completely different place.
God, is this good silence or bad silence?
It's like I'm in shock. I don't even know what to say. I'm so stunned. It's so beautiful.
And we've just brought the outside in without overplaying it. For us, it was about little whispers of design.
It's so beautiful. You know what? This is beyond our wildest dreams.
Before we go to the kitchen, let's have a little linger in the dining room.
Completely awesome.
Is this the same house?
Of course it's
This
the
is
same
not the same house.
This is now a great space for you to use on a day-to-day basis.
Now, remember how hideous that was before? Look at it now, it's a nice display area. We've got more of our grapevines in there. Beautifully lit as well.
I love the flip-flops.
Pete, I promised you something British and beachy.
They're so fantastic.
Do you ever look at the kitchen now? Remember, the kitchen is not white.
Right,
You want a
that's
white
true.
kitchen. It's not white.
In you come.
Dun,
Brace
dun,
yourself.
dun, dun. Wow. It's not the same kitchen. It's incredible.
Do you like it?
I love it. I see what you mean. White and white would have been too much white.
It's nice to get a bit of personality in there, you know, and I think the house is of a period where if everything was too brand new, it just wouldn't sit well, you know, so it's nice to go for heritage colours, heritage fittings, kind of shaker doors, the beautiful kind of antique tap as well really adds to the whole mood in here.
Now, Julie, we did a little extra here. Pop your eyes through to what was previously your breakfast nook. We've made it into a little glamorous room.
Oh my God. It's fantastic.
That's your chaise longue recovered.
That is fantastic.
Just a little extra. Now, before we go to the bedroom, let me just remind you of our other controversial colour scheme. This is the colour that presented all the issues. Now, chaps, you won't be needing this anymore. Come and see your new bedroom.
Oh my.
Come on, Julie, be brave.
Oh my God. Wow.
Holy
That
moly.
It's like a completely different house.
Yellow?
It's awesome.
It looks
I
so
love it.
bright.
I think it's great.
I love my stucco, as you know, because it reminded me of being on holiday in the Mediterranean, but this feels very Mediterranean too.
And the painted
this
wood
doesn't
Feels like I'm on
great.
holiday.
But not on a
very
budget.
beachy.
Doesn't it? It feels like you spent some money.
Look at this. You've got your little chill-out zone as well. You can sit, one of you can
That's
be in
great.
bed, gesticulating to the other one like that. You can be on there in your baby doll nightie. That's you, Pete. One last thing, chaps.
Oh my God.
I told you. There were 6 of these. I snaffled one. Have one. Get your go brand that, madam.
It's just been incredible. Thank you so much.
Oh, in tears. That's how we like to leave our homeowners positively moist.
We like to get them as wet as we possibly can, especially when they used to be beach house bummers. To the van.
Baby, surf is up.